Hi, this is Yolanda Van Veen, and in this segment we're going to talk about how to identify outdoor plants. Well, there's millions of types of plants in the world. It's impossible to identify every plant in a minute, but there's basic families of plants and different types of plants that you should have a combination of in your garden. We'll just go over those real quickly. Now, first of all, every garden and every home should have trees. If you live in a really small lot, you should have smaller trees. If you live in a bigger lot, you can have larger trees. But always plant a tree for the future, knowing how big it's going to get in 40 years from now. So you never want to plant a big tree on a small lot. And once you've got some trees, and you've identified you've got some beautiful trees, you want to have some shrubs, whether there's azaleas or daphnes. This daphne has a beautiful fragrance, and that is also going to be the cornerstone of your garden. Now, once you've got some different types of bushes, you want ornamental grasses. I love this Mexican feather grass. It's a beautiful plant, and grasses come in all shapes and sizes. Now, once you've got your trees, your bushes, and your grasses, then you want to hit some perennials. I love cannas. They come back every year in mild climates. In colder climates, you got to dig them up. Things like different types of dianthus, which is really a pretty type of carnation. Now, I've got a rhubarb right next to that. You can have foliage, and you can have like a vegetable right next to flowers. There's no rules. It's your garden. And so there's lots of different plants that you can have in your garden. I have this Japanese bloodgrass. It's also a beautiful addition. I've got more cannas. And then you always remember artwork too. And different types of statues are really beautiful to have in your garden. So there's millions of types of flowers and plants that you can have in your garden. And if you have a nice water feature, you can put canna lilies over the summer right into the water feature. Japanese irises, Siberian irises. But you've got to realize some plants don't do well in water, some don't. And there's a difference between sun and shade. I've got sun plants over here, but over here I've got my shade plants. I've got hostas, hydrangeas, ferns, I've got hellebores, I've got impatiens, I've got ivy, begonias, calla lilies, all types of flowers in my shade garden. So once you've identified where flowers can grow, you will find that you can have a gorgeous garden.